question is, when it comes to women and men in Islam, they're very different. Like women have to cover themselves and stuff, and men don't. They have other obligations. Why do men have to do some things that women don't, and women have to do some things that men don't?
It's very simple. I mean, Allah says in the Quran, 𝑗𝒂𝒏𝒔𝒍𝒂𝒕𝒊𝒐𝒏 the man is not like the woman. It's as simple as that. I mean, when we look at the facts, biologically, physically, the way we think, everything is different. We're different by nature. So would it be fair to apply the same roles and responsibilities of a man upon the woman and vice versa? So the fact that we have differences means that we have different roles. And when we act upon those roles, we become empowered. That's the beauty of Islam. But the issue in society today, and I do want to extrapolate a little bit, is that when you apply the roles of a man to a woman, which is essentially what feminism is, in some ways or another, it actually hurts the woman. It hurts her because she thinks that the only way to be great is to be like a man, but she'll never be like a man. So it creates this vicious cycle of a woman constantly feeling upset and being brought down and stuff like that. So that's what I would say about that.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
What do you think? Like,
it's fair enough. That's literally all I can say to that.
Why are you an atheist?
I wasn't raised very religious when I was younger.
So what is your background?
Well, I was raised Sikh when I was younger, but not very religious. I went to Gurdwara like maybe a couple of times a month, like twice. And I just genuinely don't believe in God. Like, I don't understand the connection between man and how we come from, this being God. I don't really agree with that stuff.
No, of course. Let's say what you need to. Yeah.
Would you say you're agnostic, i.e. there's something there but I'm not sure what it is, or there's absolutely nothing, it's pure chance, it's just all random?
Yeah, I think that because, the universe is infinite, I think, under any circumstance we came because there's just so many chances of us being there. I don't know if that
pure randomness.
So why would
because
you?
the world's infinite, I guess.
Why would you say the universe is infinite? I was going to say.
If you look at how small we are in comparison to everything else, the universe keeps going and going and going. We are minuscule. We are nothing to it. So I think that if it's not infinite, it is very large. Scale I can't even imagine and comprehend.
So if the universe was infinite and it always existed, then the physicists, they say that the universe would be a white blob. Because there'd be so many stars over the creation of infinite time that there would be no more space for space to exist. It would just be star after star after star, so it would just be massive and white.
I also have another thing. It's quite personal, so I hope you do blow my face out.
Of course.
I am a lesbian.
Okay.
I'm attracted to women, and I do know that's a sin because it says that man should not sleep with man in the Quran, if I'm not mistaken. So how does that play out?
Of course. So look, let's start from the very basics, yeah? If I was to come to you and say to you, what do you think is right and wrong? You'll give me an answer, you'll give me a list of right, list of wrong. Then if I said to you or someone else, what do you think is right or wrong? Would that be exactly the same as your list?
No.
What about a third person? Fourth person? Everyone's going to have a different perception of what is right or wrong, which shows you that it's actually quite subjective, what is right or wrong. So we believe the only way to get the objective truth is if we ask the Creator. If the Creator gives us this guidance. And this is why we believe in prophets and revelations, so on and so forth. Now when we look into the Quran and we see what God has told us, He's laid out the laws for us, what is right and what is wrong. Life itself, in Islam is a test.
To get to, heaven.
Exactly, yeah. So Allah has defined right and wrong, and He's made life a test. Will you act upon the right and avoid the wrong? It's as simple as that. And when it comes to, being gay, Allah has defined it as immoral. He's defined it as immoral, as a sin. So if you act upon it, then you're sinful. However, if you have feelings of the heart, if your heart is inclined towards the same gender, that's perfectly fine. Because that could be a test from God to see if you will act upon it or not, right? So being gay, isn't in and of itself a sin. However, acting upon it is. For example, I might look here and see someone that I find attractive. I have to control my feelings. I can't just look at them and go and flirt with them.
Then it would be different if you're a straight man or a gay woman, because you have the chance, if she's a Muslim woman or a Christian woman or a Jewish woman, you have that chance to go and, marry her, just theoretically saying. But when your attraction is defined to someone you can't physically have,
Type, I'll give you another example. It's another side of the spectrum, and I'm not comparing it in any way, shape or form. But let's say someone who has an inclination to murder people, serial killers. It's not the same. No, I'm just giving you like so you can understand. They might have that feeling to do it. They have to control it because it's wrong. Similarly, when we believe and accept that God is the one who can legislate and tell us what is right or wrong, we have to regulate our feelings if it goes against what He asks us to do. Whether it's killing or stealing or something small, something big, this is the test of life, right? And it is what it is. Do you know what I mean? And let me tell you one thing, yeah. Obviously, it sounds like a bit restricting when I say it like that, right?
That's only because society says it right, and I'm not saying that I think being gay is wrong.
Yeah.
So that's just my personal belief.
Of course.
But there is some things that are wrong and some things that are right. And again, they do different things between people, and what they've grown up with, what they believe in, and stuff like that. So,
yeah, of course. But look, I mean, there's one thing I have to say. Yeah, it does sound a bit restricting, and I know like it's not very nice to hear.
It's not ideal.
Yeah, exactly. But what I want to say, yeah, is that you've been brought to existence for free. I mean, if I offered you all the wealth in the world for one of your eyes, would you give me one of your eyes?
Yeah, I would.
You would give me your eye?
Yeah.
Both of your eyes, no more vision for you.
How much money?
Everything in the world.
Yeah, I do.
You would?
Yeah.
What about your eyes and one of your hands? For all the wealth in the world.
Which hand?
The writing hand.
No, that's too much.
So what I'm saying is that we have countless blessings. Life is priceless. And we've been given it for free by Allah, right? So we're already in debt massively. Like, how about your ability to think, your ability to create relationships with people, your ability to enjoy yourself, to enjoy the weather, and do you know what I mean? So all of this is given to us for free. So the least we can do is submit to Allah. You know what I mean? Submit to God.
For what they've done, right?
Yeah, I mean, even just by existing, it's amazing. It's an amazing thing. So I don't know. I think maybe keep looking into it and see what it is. But from our perspective, it is a sin to be gay. And what I would advise the Muslim, and there are Muslims out there that have these feelings, what I would advise them is to sincerely ask God to help them overcome this feeling, right? And I know it's hard for you because you're an atheist. It's hard to see it from that perspective.
I don't see it in a way.
Exactly.
So for you to say it just seems like
I understand. I understand. But I don't.
I can see it from your perspective.
Yeah, that's why I'm enjoying this conversation. And one thing I want to say, is that I would never let that be a reason for you to reject God. In hindsight, it doesn't make sense, does it? Like, if God exists, would that be a reason for you to just shut that off as a possibility?
No, it's not like, oh, I'm gay and that's a sin, so I've never...
Therefore, I'm never... Exactly. Look into Islam. Carry on being gay. If you accept it to be the truth, accept Islam, carry on being gay, but work on yourself step by step. Yeah? That's all I would advise you. Definitely.